focus into it. Yeah.
Is it okay with drinking?
What's up, Don? What are we doing today?
You know what that sign means?
What does that mean?
It meant DecisionCam.
All right, so
forlorn, like DecisionCam.
I don't know, how do we? You want to just take a quick look at everything?
Yeah.
Overview of the collective haul from the DecisionCam boys. There we go. That's this is, I guess, almost everything we bought together.
Yeah. Almost. Like 99%, right?
Yeah.
95% of what we all bought. Yeah.
So I guess where do you want you just go through this?
What did we do?
What did you do?
What did we do?
What have you
What happened?
We're gonna do this MTV crib style.
Do whatever you want.
Well, all I'm gonna say is that we talked about this earlier, but at the beginning of the preview night and the first day, what were we disappointed in?
Oh yeah, selection of Gunpla.
Yeah, selection of Gunpla, and then I'm looking out here at the selection of
That's a good amount.
of Plamo and Gunpla, and I'm like thinking, what the fuck were we thinking back then?
Yeah, right.
They restocked like 4 days ago. Yeah, they did restock.
Bit, yeah.
So like at first it wasn't promising.
Yeah.
And Robots for Less was closed on preview night, so they kind of soured
so,
things as well too.
Yeah.
But then they opened.
Yeah.
And
we made friends.
And we made friends.
Oh man.
All right, you want to start tackling through this?
Well, that's your side.
That's my side.
Oh, yeah.
At least describe what you
So
got.
talk about what we got over here.
Got over here.
Yeah.
Start with the swag.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Swag. Let's go with the swag.
Yeah.
Okay, I saw all the free things. I guess we go with this. We got this from solo dice from the movie. I got that from the Millennium Falcon cockpit picture thing we did. Got this from. We all got these Deadpool 2 koozies from Phil over at Film Geeks. Is it Film Geeks?
Yeah.
Yeah, Film Geeks.
They renamed.
One this John Wick steelbook. It has John Wick 1 and 2. The salts. The salts. Because you had to put this in. You had to go in a drawing.
It was a
and then, it was a raffle.
And so Fernando and Don participated.
Yeah. And Keith too. He was like,
Keith too.
all three of us signed up at the same time, and I got an email.
Only one of them.
And then
out of the three.
Fernando did. Sorry.
You guys, one and two.
Yeah.
Card.
In terms of other swag, this nice little jacket right here, and this backpack, courtesy of BioWorld / Heroes and Villains, because I showed off my original BioWorld Rebel backpack. And the guy was like, "Give that man all the backpacks we make." And,
It's true.
And
and the hat too. I had the hat on too.
Oh man.
And then, but he was just like, "I'll just give him backpack and
Yeah.
jacket."
And then what do we have?
And I ended up buying a jacket for a friend, and then I let Andrew Tran pick the Han Solo bag. I kind of liked it too.
So you also bought it.
So I also bought it.
you can fit a lot in there, so.
Yeah, there's tons of stuff in there. Oh yeah, and then I got stickers from I'm blanking on the name. Le Petit Elephant.
Yeah.
Spamasubi.
Yeah. And the rice cooker.
And speaking of that, Anthony asked me to get some pins for him. So I got the Mahal Kital one, a Spamasubi, Wonder Woman, the rice cooker, and the Hollow Hollow. And there's my pin from my bag. Jeez.
You got
Just
some.
looking at this, I'm like, oh my god, what'd I do?
Behind.
I don't even know. So, I guess back from before, I don't know.
Start with, I guess, this is-
Yeah, so we got Star Wars Millennium Falcon cockpit. That's I won the lottery on the exclusives. I almost didn't get it, or my original time was on Friday, but I couldn't make it because I was in panels, and then I asked the people at Lego, "Hey, my thing was yesterday, but is it cool if I pick it up today?" They're totally cool with it, so thanks Lego. Stickers from Blizzard. That was cool too because all we wanted was stickers and the line was super long. And then we just waited until the end of the day and there was no line. So we went right through. This Samurai Iron Man, total impulse. because we went to because Fernando wanted the green and red Ranger, and we were just there. So it's like, hey, this looks cool. It's on sale.
It's special price.
Yeah, right.
Special price got us.
Crossbone Gundam from Build Fighters Try. I've been always wanting that kit, so it's good that was there. Double O Riser from Double O, the designer's color version. I wanted the perfect grade, but the perfect grade's way too much, so I opted for the 1/100 version. Speaking of perfect grades, around the back, there's the Mark II Titans perfect grade.
That is such a big box.
Yeah, it's enormous. I've always wanted that kit, and they had it, so yeah, it's cool. I got Tetris Attack for Game Boy, for regular Game Boy, and Dr. Mario, which when I got home, I looked it up, and Dr. Mario's on NES Classic, and oh well. I got this Macross Frontier VF25F. That's also kind of a Sunday buy. I saw it in a booth Saturday night, and I was like, maybe if it's there on Sunday, I'll get it. And then it was one of the first things we got. I like the design, so it's cool. And then collectively, we bought all of these prints up there from.
We'll go through that later.
Yeah, we'll go through that later. We also got another print from
Bobby Rubio.
Yeah. Featuring Wonder Woman or Gal Gadot.
Yeah, if you wanna.
It's the scene from Final.
Yeah, it's the
Fast
scene
and the Furious 5.
when they're on the beach in Brazil. So
Oh my god.
Han and
Yeah.
Gal Gadot.
That's so,
So,
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of that, we got 2 of those.
Yeah, 2 of those. Mark got one, I got one.
Oh,
Perpetual calendar from BB-8.
yeah.
I was gonna get the Death Star one. I needed something for my desk at work because I don't really have anything on my desk. So I got that instead of the Death Star because it was an exclusive one. And then the airbrush system from Gundam, just because I don't know, try it out. Kind of like an entry point into painting, I guess. And then this Gundam, Barbados, Lupus, Barbados, whatever. This is just trade fodder, so. That's all me.
I guess I'm up next. So I guess I'll just go from left to right. Starting with Snowmiku 2018. So this is the new variant from Good Smile Company, Figma. It's actually my first Figma Hatsune Miku figure, and I decided to go with this really cool variant. No, I was waffling. And waffling was a common term during the whole thing, but waffling between this and the Nendoroid one, because the Nendoroid one had like a little shrine background. It was really cool. But I decided to go with the Figma. Might as well start the collection there with this before it gets freaking marked up to hell like it usually does in the aftermarket. And then below that, I got the Pat Labors from Pat Labor. So I got the Ingram 3 and the Griffin Flight Type. I've only ever seen the movies. I've never seen the original OVA or the new animation stuff. So, I always liked they call them Pat Labors, but I'm just gonna call them mobile suits for the ease of terminology. I always like the mobile suit designs in them. They're smaller. These are 1/35th scale. So this is gonna be probably my gateway hell to 1/35th scale tanks from Tamiya or something like that. Just because I'm a scale freak and I love comparing scales between different things. So that's that. Hey, shut up. And then this is one of the Fernando mistakes. I don't call it a mistake because it's really cool, because I always wanted a movie realization figure.
Exactly. Yeah.
And this was a great entry point, and it had the special price on it too, so that's what drove me in. So it wasn't a mistake, but man, I wasn't even supposed to be in that line. That's really cool. And then once again, more mobile suits mechs from a different anime that's not Gundam. So Full Metal Panic, Invisible Victory. And I got the Gernsback and the Gernsback Mal Custom. And so I already own the Arbalist. And now I have the complete team. And they're 1/60th scale, so once I ever build the perfect grade Grandpa Gundam, it's all going to be 1/60th scale collection, and it's going to be really cool. Moving on, some Robotech stuff from Toonami, because there was a surprisingly lacking variety of Macross stuff at other booths. And Toonami was the only game in town, so I got this. I had to ask for this. They didn't even have this on display out there. It's not even on the freaking menu. I had to ask, hey, do you have the Super Veritech fighter? And they're like, hey, let me check in the back. Yeah, we do have one. It's like, I'll buy it. It's like, okay, so I got it. And then more Macross stuff. This is because of Don. So Don, when he bought that, they also had this one, the VF-27. And I think you were about to get this one at first.
I was waffling between the two.
Yeah, waffling, see, common thing. And if he didn't buy that one, I would have bought that one. But since he did buy that one, I bought this one. And apparently, if I didn't buy this one, he would have bought this one too.
Oh, Brian would have bought it.
Oh, Brian would have bought it. Okay, there you go.
I was gonna buy it immediately afterwards, and Don was gonna buy it later that day.
Later in the day. That's so weird.
But it's a Bandai Macross Frontier kit, so it's another Bandai kit that's not Gundam. That's gonna be a common thing, at least between me and Don. We didn't buy a lot of Gundams, but we did buy a lot of plastic model kits in general, including this figurized bust of Hatsune Miku, limited color. It's P Bandai, I guess, because of the monochrome packaging. That's cool. They totally sold out of these at Robots for Less. Glad I picked it up when I did. And then the G.I. Joe sealed trading card pack because of a joke that Don made about Mark's, was it non-sports
card?
Sports cards?
Non-sports cards.
Non-sports trading card store. And they're like, oh, there's your trading card store, Mark. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Oh, yeah, I've seen that. So I've seen that booth before. And I don't know, just because it was funny, we decided to go there anyway. And that got me, looking at all the cards, it got me nostalgic over like the stuff that I used to collect. And I think we started off with saying, oh, do you have any X-Men cards? Because I used to collect those. And they had them. But then I was like, hey, do you have any G.I. Joe cards? And I was like looking through the thing, and then Don asked the guy, hey, do you have any G.I. Joe cards? And then I found them, and I grabbed them. By the time he said, yeah, it's over there. Oh, you already took it. Yeah. And then it's only $25. It's still sealed since 1991.
Wow.
There's 12 cards per pack, and there's 36 packs in here. So I'm going to do my own video of doing an unpacking video of this thing. But it's going to be a...
6 packs?
Yeah.
All 432 cards.
It's going to be very interesting opening this thing up. And there's like a huge like vacuum of G.I. Joe like stuff in general nowadays. So you have to go back to the past to get decent G.I. Joe stuff. All right, moving on. More Robotech stuff. I got this on preview night actually. So it's Roy Fokker's Veritech fighter. I prefer to call it the Valkyrie because calling it Robotech seems dirty. Move it over here. And then more nostalgia trip stuff. So PlayStation Colony Wars 3, Red Sun, and then Wipeout 64. The only Wipeout game made for the Nintendo console. So there you go. Apparently Johnathan approved. My favorite is Wipeout 3. Oh, so Wipeout on Nintendo, that was a trip back then. So I remember renting it and having a lot of fun with it. Alright, finally, last two. The only Gunpla, true Gunpla that I got was this. I don't even watch Build Fighters. But I thought that this was really interesting because she's essentially the, what was it? From Archangel? Yeah. Like it looks like White Base to me, and they're essentially the same thing. Yeah. But it's like a humanoid version of Archangel. But it's such a weird pose that she has to get into in order to do that. But it's an interesting model kit. I've never built one of the model kits based on actual humanoid figures before, so there's that. And then the only real exclusive that I got this year, besides the Snowmiku 2018, was Battlestar Galactica, the Viper Mark II. There's only 500 of this version, which has the Leodama decal on the side. And this costs, you don't know how much it costs, but... But it was really cool. I wasn't even supposed to buy... Usually when I go to Eagle Moss, it's Star Trek stuff. And I was planning on getting the Enterprise. But I saw this, and I was like, God damn, this looks really fucking cool. So I got this instead. I never got an Enterprise from Ulama. So there you go. And that's that. Jeez, that's a lot of talking for me. And just looking at this stuff is just, what did we do? What did we do? It's just amazing about how much stuff is on this table. Alright, we're not even done yet.
Not even done yet. Alright, I guess my cool little stack over here is pretty neat. This is my badge. Over here, stickers. The same ones that Don got, completing the set that we got started at Anime Expo. Look, I actually got comics. Every single one of them wrestling related. This one, Rey Mysterio. And then from Boom Studios, the 2 WWE trade paperbacks that I don't have. And then moving on to models. Impulse purchase, a Barzam and RG Tall Geese. And then moving on from that. Since there weren't a lot of Gunpla, as everybody else said, I moved on to these figurized models. This one being Android 18, and then talking to getting the Krillin and Goku set. I was like,
That's amazing.
all right.
The guy was like, for you, $60.
Yeah. That's awesome. I was there when that happened.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much my stuff. I think Ryan, your area's next over here.
There you go. Step behind the counter.
So I got these two from Toynami because I got into lacrosse.
Because of me.
So this is my brother Mark. He's awesome, man. And then this Mega Man figure I got from some unknown vendor. I don't know. It's $30, so I got it for a good ass price, man. So this Final Fantasy 7 I got it from a vendor in like the 600 aisle. $20, $20, man. Just
Nostalgia buy.
edition, you know, a little crack in the back.
Yes.
No instructions. No instructions, man. It's fine. You try to hustle me with like other Final Fantasy shit.
That's the same
Said no,
place
man.
that they.
And I got this all the Taldis
Oh, Endless Waltz.
from Robots for Less. So yeah, it's no paint. No paint.
No problem.
No
paint.
great.
No problem, man.
Oh, okay.
I have to customize this ish, man. Right.
I think we discovered what Gundam Nick likes.
I already told you.
I got this frame arms girl from Don.
Why you buy?
$30. Really good price.
It's actually the one Don got in the mystery box from Anime
Usually
Expo.
goes for like 40, 45 bucks. Some shit like that. So,
Nice.
I know, I like this and I customize the hell out of this shit. And
Customize that. What are you gonna do? Don't worry about it.
got this from Real Robots for Less impulse buy. There's a freaking West.
Oh, yeah, West.
Oh, yeah.
Rumble Raw Boudreaux. Whatever.
That's the one you wanted, but
Whatever, I got this shit. Constellation price impulse buy, and I love it, man. So,
There you go.
goddamn it, West.
I got the Stage Act wrestling ring, red corner and neutral corner.
so we got half a ring.
Half a ring now. I have to get blue corner and other neutral corner. The reason why I had to get the neutral corner is because they come with the steel chairs. So
Nice. More options
and then
stuff.
get more like of a ropes and turnbuckle. Then I got the exclusive SH Figuarts Green Ranger with or without helmet of Tommy Oliver, and then Jason Lee Scott Red Ranger, same thing, con exclusive figure with the helmet and no helmet. Got this Nightwing mask for $10 at that 1000 plus Caras place where they sell the lucha masks, and then got this for free from doing the photo thing at the Millennium Falcon with the guys. And that's it for mine.
Actually, I heard you got a Voltron.
I did.
exclusive. What happened
yes.
to that?
Okay,
Let's talk about that.
on the top of Sunday, I rushed to Lego because of Anthony Nocita's cousin Ryan Sierra. He said, "Oh yeah, they got the Voltron stuff. They got 100 per day." So like, "Oh, I want one too." So I went with him and bought it, and then I went to meet the guys at Robots for Less, and then the guy that was running the booth, he asked me what I had in the bag, and I told him it was Lego Voltron. He's like, "Oh, I'll buy it off of you." I'm like, "I don't know." He's like, "Seriously, I'll buy it off of you." I'm like, "All right, how about 300?" No, I was like, how about 3? And he's like, okay. And he gave me $300 in cash, and he goes, check it. Give me $300 in 20s, and I give him the bag. So I made an extra, like, $110
Yeah.
from that purchase.
It was actually the owner.
It was the owner?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. And then that was it.
Next story.
They didn't have any Gundams that I wanted, like so. Except for the other, but the one that Don got, the other version. But
The
I
age.
don't know. I'm gonna hold off.
Oh,
There's a lot of
the
waffles
PG.
being stacked.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way, if you guys don't know, Mark is Mr. Waffle.
Yeah.
But Don is the Waffle King.
He outshines my waffling by this, like such a huge mark.
Alright. Kate.
Okay. So I'm actually wearing one of my purchases. This is the Her Universe Ahsoka dress. We went to the Star Wars fashion panel, and Ashley was there. She's the creator of Her Universe, and she was talking about how voicing the character helped her create the company, and their product is so awesome. I have a bunch of Her Universe clothes already, and all of the new Star Wars stuff was exclusive SDCC reveal, so I went and got it. I got in and out of Moana without taking off my wig to try this on to make sure it fit, so that was cool.
Good job.
Anyway, let's start over here. I got these stickers of my robot babies. And I got Nick a Gundam sticker, but that's at home because it's on his computer. And then I picked up volume 2 of this really cool indie comic, Hex 11. It's magic and the future and technology and stuff. So you should check it out because it's super cool. We met Nichelle Nichols, and I took a picture with her, and she signed this for me, and she was awesome. And it was so cool. It was so cool. I had a lot of emotions at Comic-Con this weekend. Like, a lot of emotions. And then I didn't actually pick this up. Dawn picked this up for me today because I waffled a little. But it's part of the new Hero and Villains Endor line. It's a Princess Leia purse. And then we went to the Weta booth. And I may or may not have low-key lost my shit. / high-key lost my shit.
She was such high
I fangirl a lot.
fangirling on the highest level.
We'll get to that in a minute. But I already have Frodo and Aragorn of this mini epics line, and I was planning on buying all of the Fellowship. I'm still missing Merry and Pippin because they haven't made those yet. But they were running a deal for the pop figures, and I wouldn't have to pay for shipping from New Zealand to get them, so that's a plus. But yeah, now I have Samwise, Gimli, Gandalf, who they had like a life-size blown-up statue of this at the booth, which was really cool, and Legolas. And then I bought this really freaking heavy, it's 2 art books, and I bought it so that I could get it signed, because unbeknownst to me, some of the Weta Workshop people were at the booth, including Richard Taylor, who's the like co-creator and director of creative stuff and really awesome, and he signed it like it was the yearbook, and he let me yeah, so it says to Kate, may all the ships of the elves carry you, the Princess of Rivendell, safely across the oceans and home to Middle Earth. Cheers to you and all my best, Richard Taylor. What a workshop. SDCC 2018. Yeah, and he let me babble at him for many minutes about how much I love What a Workshop for everything that they do. He told me a really cool story about Liv Tyler and casting her in the movie. And he hugged me. It was awesome. Yeah. So that was all my stuff.
I was really hoping he was gonna write like hags or a kid at the end.
But yeah.
Oh.
Oh, and I got Nick a Princess Bubblegum and Marceline little comic. It's like the size of a CD case, and the artist was there, so she signed it and drew a little doodle in it for him.
That was pretty cool. I really like that one.
Cool.
All right, John.
Uh,
John's not all of John's stuff.
Yeah, so I forgot 2 of my bags at home, so we'll show that one day. But met Benedict Wong, got his autograph. He's freaking sweet. He was the coolest guy ever. Like, he was so nice. And then I'm a big fan of the Expanse book series, but also the TV show. You should watch it. I met Alex Kamal and got him to sign one of my favorite quotes from the show, Donkey Balls. It's very important to the narrative. You have to watch it to find out. If you didn't already know, they released that Power Rangers it had their Legacy Wars, their mobile game, had Street Fighter, but then they just released that reused now Power Rangers. So Ono from Capcom was there. He signed this, and Longbo, who drew all like the opening image for like the game, but also like he's from Udon and all the Street Fighter stuff. He was there too, and his signature for is he draws you a character.
Whoa.
So I asked him to get Bison because my main is in Street Fighter is Vega, and Bison is originally Vega. I bought a bunch of comics, got them all autographed and signed, but I don't have them because I sent them out to graded, so this is the receipts. So I have 8 comics that are being graded. They were all autographed by the authors or the artists or like the people on the comic books. And then this is my stash that I have on me right now. So Thursday night, Wednesday night, we camped out because Thursday morning Bandai was doing their yearly Comic-Con exclusives, and I had to go because one last time, because Bandai no longer has Power Rangers, Hasbro's been taking over, so this is the last time they're doing it. So I got the Legacy Gold Geonizer, the Megazord from Tamashii Nations, the Maybachs from Bandai as well. Tamashii Nations also have Pacific Rim, the Siberia battle set, which is really sweet because it's like way better painted and like better. I believe it's Robot Spirits, but
Yes.
I got them all at kind of the same place. Then here's the Kamaki Burning Gundam, like my exclusive Gundam. That was the only Gundam I was planning on buying at Comic-Con. And then I met up with the rest of the DecisionCam guys, and they're like, "Hey, let's go to Reverse for Less." And I'm like, I'm not gonna walk in. And they're like, "No, come in." So I walked in, and I don't have that bag with me right now because I left it at home. But fuck you, Wes, and fuck you, Brian, because the one rule. I never bought Gundams before until like this year, and when I decided to buy Gundams, my one rule was I will only buy a Gundam if it's from G Gundam or inspired from G Gundam. So I walked in and I'm like, I don't see any G Gundam, I'm good. And then Wes is like, did you say G Gundam? And you will see the footage, but he literally, the moment I said G Gundam, he pulls 2 out. He's like, here you go. I go buy it, and I'm like, all right, mistakes were made. All right, team mistakes. Let's go. And then I walk, and then I show Brian, and then Brian's like, "Oh, you bought G Gundam? Do you like G Gundam?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Why didn't you buy this?" He pulls another one out, and I'm just like, "Oh, this is bad." I got Mortal Kombat Ermac to hang out with my Mortal Kombat noob save out at home. Lionsgate Games for promoting primarily Legacy Wars had basically protein shakers. Power Rangers, you could only get 1 per day, but as you can see, I got all 5 colors and the special Megazord one, which you had to do by playing the game. So that was really cool. Bought the new Sailor Moon Super S from Viz. They went back and redubbed it. I bought Super S season part 1 and part 2, but part 2 is not out yet, so they gave me a promo code to pre-order it, so it'll be shipped to me. Nice. But also got the limited edition Comic-Con only shirt.
Nice.
Went to UCC, got their Megazord pop figure, which is really cool.
That was funny.
Yeah, so went to J-List, right? And I walked by, I'm like, oh man, they had like the cool anime girl mouse pads, and I'm like, oh, there's no really girl that I'm like really digging right now. I'm like, yo guys, you guys got Sakura from Fate? And they're like, no, I don't think so, man. but we have the other girls from Fate. I'm like, oh, that's okay. I was like, come back tomorrow. We're gonna have some like more girls. I was like, who are you bringing tomorrow? They're like, they rattled off on the list, and then they're like, did you play Nier? I was like, fuck yeah, I play Nier. He's like, yeah, we're bringing back 2B. I was like, what? Which 2B? Like which side? He's like, front and back. I'm like, cool. I'll be back tomorrow. So I walk back tomorrow, and he's like, hey, so you're back. You want 2B? You want 2B? Which one you want? You front or back? I was like, both. And then,
It's a totally normal question.
yeah,
James.
right. He's like, do you want top or bottom? I'm like both. And he's like, my man. And I'm like, all right, cool. And then so I was walking again today, and Sunday closing day. He's like, hey, yo. And I'm like, what's up, dude? He's like, remember when I said we didn't have Sakura? I'm like, yeah. He's like, we went to the warehouse and I found some for you. And I'm like, really? And he reached from below the table, puts it on top, and then I'm just like, okay, well here we go. Here they are. So yeah, went to Udon to get the Monster Hunter pin. So I'm missing one because Hammer. I got that for Nick because his birthday, but also he uses Hammer. I only use Lance and Gun Lance purely. I don't use any other one. So that was a perfect kind of set. Then the last thing, went to Udon, got the Sailor Moon pins. They were a blind grab bag. And so I went there, I was like, give me 6. I got 3 Jupiters and 3 Venuses. And I'm like, cool. And the girl behind me opens her 4, gets 4 Sailor Moons. I was like, I'll trade you a Jupiter and a Venus for 2 Sailor Moons. She's like, cool. And so I'm like, okay, I got Sailor Moons, Jupiter, and Venus. Okay, I'll buy 4 more. I get 2 more Sailor Moons, and more Venus, 1 more Venus, and one Mars. So all I needed was Mercury left. And the girl walks by. She's like, "Oh, I just saw you open the pack. Do you have Venus?" I'm like, "I have like 3 Venuses." She's like, "Venus is my favorite. Can I trade you?" I'm like, "What do you have?" She's like, "I have Mercury." I'm like, "Hey." And so I was able to get all 5.
Nice.
Yeah.
You didn't do. Okay, so we went and we got Gloom because they had a promo pack of a new family.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. And you had to buy a game to get the promo pack. And then they were like, hey, if you buy a second game, you can get a pin. And I was like, okay, well, let's look at what other games they have. And there was one set up on the table. And I went up to the guy and I was like, what is this? And he's like, well. And then we demoed the game and we decided that this would be a perfect fit for our group because it involves bluffing and betting.
Oh, fuck.
And also fucking over each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great.
So we're gonna play that.
Yeah, so this is coming on Wednesday. Yeah, it supports up to 6 players, which
Why
is
are you
also
sweating,
cool.
Mark?
I don't know.
Also, the art on it is really, really gorgeous. So
Yeah.
like, that's one of the characters, and they're all similarly cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was neat. It was really easy to learn how to play. So good mechanics, cool art, and perfect for our group.
Great.
Yeah. It was the guy was like, all right, so if I beat you, it's it's because I'm really good. If you win, it's because I let you win because I'm gonna make you feel good so you can buy the game. I'm like, that's cool. He's like, so how do you win? He's like, a really good score is like 12. Like, this is a ridiculous score. So we started playing, and I just like started betting and making moves, and he's just like, goddamn, what the? And then Kate's just like, yeah, that's how John plays. Like don't take it personally. That's his style. And the demo guy is just like, you are actively just trying to kick me off the board. I'm like, nothing personal. I'm just how to play the game. At the very end, he's like,
I'll try to play the game.
at the very end, he's just like, so you had the score. So you won with a score of 11. Never played the game before, so yeah. And I'm like, yeah, because you let us win, right? He's like, yeah, absolutely.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
And then they were like, okay, so you want to buy the game? The demo guy's like, do you want to buy the game? And then me and Kate are like, oh, we bought it. Like, while we were waiting for you to make your turn, we bought the game already.
Why it sounds like that? Goddamn.
And this workout shirt because My Hero Academia is the shit, and why not? But yeah.
All right, so we're gonna talk about all the art that we.
This is it. We're just gonna finish it off with this.
It's a weird year because we usually don't buy art.
I know.
And
We're
it's like
dumbasses.
Yeah,
for
we
not
usually don't
doing
buy
that, so.
prints. But after we kind of did our thing on Thursday morning, we met up
And then we're trying to wait for Brian for like
Oh, yeah,
DecisionCam stuff.
to get to the.
And then we were at the comics and stuff booth, and I look over to my left, and I was like, "Yo, Don, there's a surprising lack of Gunpla here, but there's Gundams over there." And he's like, "Where? Where?"
Yeah, I was actually looking for like boxes,
Yeah.
not artwork.
And then I was like, "Yeah, look at that over there." And he's like, "Where?" And I'm like, "Follow me." And then as we got closer, he's like, "Yo, what is that?"
Yeah.
You actually looked
Trying
at
to-
the Wing Zero and all
Yeah.
those other ones, and it caught his eye, and he was like, "Oh crap, that looks great." And I was like, "Yeah, that's great." And then I stepped closer to the booth, and I was like, "Oh wait, they got more than just Gundams." But the Gundam artwork was incredible. And then
That was the first of like 3 or 4 visits to the booth because we would kind of waffle and like
stacks of waffles.
we
at
posted
this
in the
point.
group to see like, hey, this guy has Gundam prints. Who wants some? Because they're doing like this tiered pricing where like you get the best value at 8 for $100. So yeah. So we kind of just pulled together and we got as many as we could. We ended up getting 19.
19 prints.
That was the total count.
Yeah.
Yeah, so to add to this, when Nick and I go to conventions, pretty much all we do is buy art. And, most prints, especially this size, are like $20, $25 pop. So, yeah, it was a lot.
So they end up being much less than the $20 per pop.
Yeah.
So yeah, we end up with 19 different prints.
Now, some of them are repeats.
Some of them are repeats, but I mean, we still bought 19 total.
Yeah, 19 total. You don't. It's not every day that you just drop
Yeah.
that much money on a booth like that. All because we love the artwork.
Yeah.
So
then
as
we
a
all-
collective group.
We all put in our order, and then like the second I got it, since like we weren't gonna buy like 19 different hardcover like plastic pieces, I just went straight to my car since it was in convention center parking, and put it right in there. So, and that was like Friday, because like I got freaked out because we went over there and like it was gonna be like a Sunday purchase, and then I got freaked out a little bit because when we went there on Friday, it's like, oh, do you have any like that are in danger of selling out? And it's like the unicorn one's about to sell out, the strike one's about to sell out, and then
It's a good choice. It's a good choice, though.
You were correct. I went there this morning.
Yeah.
They were like sold
yeah,
out
yeah.
half of everything.
No,
this morning
where you
they're
bought the
sold out.
last of certain prints.
Yeah.
So, without further ado, I guess we'll go through each one, right?
Very good.
Very carefully.
Because these are really
So this one is Brian's. Brian was the 19th and final print. Just because the way that it worked out, it would have been cheaper. But he got
Dragon Ball.
Yeah, Shenron Z, Shenron.
And there's like the cool thing about their artwork is that they put little details that true fans of the franchise would get into. And the more you look at it, the more you're like, oh wow, that's so cool. They added that in there. So yeah.
Oh yeah, Chasing Artwork is the booth. by the
Chasing
way.
artwork is the
That's Brian's.
This is one of Nick's birthday presents.
Oh what? Oh, this is his first time seeing it.
Yeah.
Live
I didn't tell him what I got him.
Dude.
Since Mononoke is his favorite Studio Ghibli.
Oh.
And we're amassing quite the collection of Mononoke prints.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, DVD. That's one of, I won't tell you how many I got you. But
And the artist is from Canada, so and plus he signed all.
He signed
He
all
signed
19.
All 19 prints.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's super cool. So this next one is, I guess the next few. It's all the wing from MS Waltz. So Death Scythe, Heavy Arms.
Whoa.
This is not from MS Waltz, it's just Unicorn.
Unicorn gun.
Unicorn
That
gun.
one sold out.
Yeah, that was so
oh,
nice.
the first
cool,
yeah.
someone got this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And got this one too. It's like kind of the battle of pretty much
Wow.
all universes.
All universes in there. And like I said before, like with every piece of artwork that he has, there's like it's in the details.
Yeah, it's all-
And you can
all in
stare
the
at
details.
that thing for a long time and just pick up new stuff every single time.
There's a really cool one that he did for like what do you call it?
Was it the Batcave?
No, the With this one in particular.
Oh,
this
so
one.
it was the RX 78 silhouette.
Yeah.
But with this as the.
Yeah, when you guys posted in the group,
Really
that's
cool.
the print that I saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the only.
That's the one
thing
that
I
Wes
saw.
wanted, but it's like there's only that one. This one's actually for Cal. It's just all of the wing ones
Nice.
on one print. So ultra.
Oh, they got it.
That's Epion's brand new.
Yeah, Epion's the newest one.
Yeah.
That's why it's not included with the group shot.
Yeah, I see that.
There's actually 2 Epions. One's for me and one's for Cal.
And he's currently working on a tall geese. So
Yeah.
Dude.
Nick, we're gonna have to make a new order.
get ready.
Okay.
You got a year.
I got next year.
I'll learn to use my resources next year. I'll just place orders next year.
Yeah, that's true.
And it'll be every year. It's gonna be close to my birthday. I could just like, oh yeah, for my birthday, you guys should get me.
They posted the dates, and Saturday's your birthday again. So.
Oh,
Oh no way.
yeah.
This is,
Me and Wes got this.
yeah, Wes also got the thing, but he already took his and left.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So this is mine.
I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah.
It's an RX 78
Yeah,
fighting a
yeah,
Zaku,
yeah.
a red Zaku.
Yeah.
Sold out.
Oh, that's the one.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the first one that I saw at the booth. And I was like, yo, there's Gundam over there. Look at that Wing Zero. It's amazing.
Yeah, I think Wing Zero was the one that sold out the first.
Actually, yeah.
Oh,
Sandrock.
Summer.
it's cool because like the cloaks all
Yeah.
torn and stuff.
Oh
Yeah, that one sold out.
we bought the
So-
last one.
Yeah.
So this is the last one that he had.
Okay.
And I got it.
Nice.
It was in the portfolio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really cute.
It's great. It's her character. It encapsulates her perfectly.
She's perfect. Come on.
Oh,
no.
Yeah.
So one of those, like we got 2 of them. So one of those is gonna be for you.
Hell yeah.
And it's Godzilla, and it's sort of like an amalgam of
Yeah.
the anime Godzilla and
The
there's
recent
a little bit of the
movie.
2014 Godzilla in there. So it's but the devil's in the details. So I just want you to discover all the details.
I've already just like I can
Yeah.
already see a few
and it's
things.
great. It's a great piece
Yeah.
of artwork. Nick,
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And then this is your last one, DB.
I get 3.
yes you do.
Oh,
Oh, dude. gimme. Dude,
It's nice, right?
these are so tight.
Yeah, there's a chance I might get that signed later.
yeah. Oh, okay, yeah.
So I won't say it in case it doesn't happen.
You know what was the coolest part about like going through their booth? Like they're just standing there, and we walked by, and so I walked by and I looked at it, and I'm like, oh man, that's so cool. And I was walking away. He takes his portfolio or like his list of all of it. He throws it in frame out right in front of me, and I like look down. I look at him, and he looks at me. He's like, and so I pick it up. And I'm just like, oh, dude, this Spider-Man's really cool.
Venom and
Spider. I was Venom in the cards. I was gonna get the Venom in the cards, but I was like, I already have way too many prints at home. I have to say no this time. But if I see this again, I will have to buy it.
Don't worry, we made up for it.
Yeah, I know, but like, I was just like that swagger though. Just like, I was like, oh, that's cool.
I think at this point they earned it.
Yeah, right.
They do great work.
Oh,
and,
no.
I never spent this much money on art prints before.
Oh yeah, I know.
And, well, yeah, compared to you guys.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
even.
I already told you, like, right? Like, what I normally do
Yeah.
is haggle with vendors and get, like, like plastic action figures and stuff like that. But this was different this year. It was
That's good.
The theme of this year was that it was very different. It was very weird, but it was still fun as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never buy Gundams, and
And
happened.
and I never buy art prints.
Yeah, and then
And then this happened.
and that's why the next time we went out the Roper for less, I didn't walk inside.
No more. You will not find another.
Don't take me to that devil place.
That's it.
There you go.
DecisionCam.
DecisionCam. Yeah.
2018.
DecisionCam 2018.
Minus 2 bags worth of stuff
We'll
that
see that
John
later.
also.
Yeah,
See that later.
well, we might see that later, and we're also missing Wes because he walked in, took his prentice, and left.
Yeah, that's the type of person that he is.
Dang.
And he buys things that other people want.
And-
Use them with leftovers.
And he makes you buy Gundams, and I was like, I hate you, but he's like, you'll thank me. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that guy.
Yep.
All right.
It's okay.
All right. That's it.
That's it.
That's almost everything that we got at Comic-Con 2018 this year. So.
All right.
There you go.
Who is
Oh,
this?
and you guys. What is yeah? Just,
What is this?
nice. Is